Okay. Uh, so followed by previous group, we're gonna continue on chapter 3 on e-business, electronic business. We're from group 2 with Dabin, Hyunjin, Valdi, and Tigis, Adia, and Kalisha. So this is table of contents. Web 2.0 advantage of business, explain Web 2.0 and its characters, and network communities, business 2.0 tools for collaborating, and challenges of business 2.0 and beyond Web 3.0. First, to start with, we need to know about advantage of business 2.0. As the next generation of internet use, it is more mature, distinctive communication platform along with strong benefits of collaboration, sharing, and free. Such characters of the Business 2.0 encourage user participation and the formation of communities that contribute to the content. So these are the big four characteristics of Web 2.0. Content of sharing through open sourcing, user-contributed content, collaboration inside the organization, collaboration outside the organization. To start with two of them, content sharing through open sourcing is Open System, which is non-proprietary programming software based on publicly known standards that allows third parties to create add-on products to plug into or interoperate with this system. Other key terms we need to look at are the source code, open source, and closed sources. These are all important sources in the content sharing and also in the Web 2.0. And user-contributed content is created and updated by many users for many users. So reputation system and native advertising is one of the two key factors of this content we can utilize.
So collaboration inside the organizations. So we have three collaboration inside the organization. The first one, collaboration system, refers to tools that support the work of teams or groups by facilitating the sharing and flow of information. For example, email, video conferencing, and document. For collective intelligence refers to collaborating and tapping into the core knowledge of all employees, partners, and customers. For example, we have Wikipedia and Google. The last one, knowledge management. Knowledge management involves capturing, classifying, evaluating, retrieving, and sharing information assets in ways that provide context for effective decisions and actions. For example, Tableau's knowledge-based company. Next. Knowledge-based assets fall into two categories. There are explicit knowledge, which consists of anything that can be documented, achieved, and codified, often with the help of IT. So with Business 2.0, people can be continuous connected. Example of explicit knowledge are assets such as patents, trademarks, business plan, marketing research, and customer list. And for tacit knowledge, refers to knowledge contained in people's head. Next. Crowdsourcing. What is crowdsourcing? The wisdom of crowded with business, a driving force behind the collaboration. Traditional e-business communication were limited to face-to-face conversation and one-way technologies that used asynchronous communications or communication such as email, in which the message and response do not occur at the same time. And for the asynchronous communications or communication that occurred at the same time, such as chat or like Zoom we're use now. Next.
Okay. Second point is networking communities with business 2.0. How business 2.0 is helping communities network and collaborate. First is social media refers to websites that rely on user participation and user contributed content. For example, like Twitter. And the second is a social network is an application that connects people by matching profile information. And the last one is social networking is the practice of expanding your business and or social context by constructing a personal network. Next yet. There's two basic functions of social networking site. First is ability to create and maintain a profile that serves as an online identity within the environment. And the second is ability to create connection between other people within the network. Social networking analysis maps group context, identifying who knows each other and who works together. In a company, it can provide a vision of how employees work together. Business 2.0 is simplifies access to information and improves that ability to share it. For example, business people can now use social networks such as LinkedIn to meet in new contexts for recruiting, prospecting, and identifying experts on a topic. Social graph. Social graph represent the interconnection of relationship in a social network. Social networking site can be especially useful to employers trying to find job candidates with unique or highly specialized skills, such that may be harder to locate in the larger communities. Last is also many employers search social networking sites to find their and character reference for potential employees. Social tagging. Tags are specific keywords or phrases incorporated into website content for means of classification or taxonomy. Social tagging describes the collaborative activity or of marking shared online content with keywords or tags as a way to organize it for future navigation, filtering, or searching. Hashtag is keyword or phrase used to identify a topic and is preceded by a hash or pound sign. Yeah, like hashtag. For example, the hashtag hashtag San Diego Fire Help. San Diego Fire Help. Gitu. Okay, next yet. Yeah. Falsonomy. Similar to taxonomy, except that crowdsourcing determines the text or keyword-based classification system, using the collective power of a community to identify and classify content significantly lowers content categorization cost because there is no complicated nomenclature to learn. Second is users simply create and apply tags as they wish. For example, although cell phone manufacturers often refer to their products as mobile devices, the taxonomy could include mobile phone, wireless phone, smartphone, iPhone, Android, and anything else. All these keywords, if searched, should take a user to same site. Taxonomy reveal what people truly call things. Website bookmark. Website bookmark is a locally stored URL or the address of a file of or internet page saved as shortcut Second is social bookmarking allows user to share, organize, search, and manage bookmarks. For example, Delicious. Delicious is a website dedicated to social bookmarking, provides user with a place to store, categorize, annotate, and share favorites. Stumble upon Upon is another popular social bookmarking website that allows users to locate interesting websites based on their favorite subject.
Moving on to the next subtopic, I will discuss about Business 2.0 tools for collaborating. Snackable content is a content that is designed to be easy for readers to consume and to share. So it captures website visitors' attention by offering small consumable pieces of information that can be quickly read and understood, as it should be straightforward, short form, and easily digestible. Examples include infographics, photos, and attention-grabbing headlines. Responsive and adaptive website design can also help make content more snackable, and as flexible website design makes content easier to view on smartphones and tablets. Next, please. Okay. And these are the example tools that allow users to share ideas, discuss business problems, and collaborate on solutions using snackable content. The three includes blogs, wiki, and also Mashup. As an overview, blogs are online journals that allows users to post their own comments, graphics, and videos, and it could be divided into microblogs and real simple syndication. The next one is Wiki. Wiki allows users to add, remove, and change content, which can be easily organized and reorganized as required. The last one is Mashup, which is a website or web application that uses context from more than one source to create a completely new product or service. Talking about blogs more, so I mentioned earlier that it could be divided into microblogs and real simple syndication. Microblogs, or microblogging in particular, is a practice of sending brief posts around 140 to 200 characters to a personal blog, either publicly or to a private group of subscribers who can read the post. And the main advantage is that it can be submitted by a variety of means such as instant messaging, email, or the web. By far, the most popular tool is Twitter. And Real Simple Syndication is a web format used to publish frequently updated works in a standardized format, and it includes summarized text plus other information such as publication date and also authorship. And here are two examples of blogs that we can easily access on our gadgets. Developing these blogs are useful for marketing, sharing ideas, gathering feedbacks, press response, and also image shaping. Therefore, we can assume that it is an ideal mechanism for many businesses since they can focus on topic areas more easily than traditional media with no limits on page size, word count, or publication deadline. Next, please. So a wiki, again, is a type of collaborative web that allows users to add, remove, and change content. And wikis are based on open collaboration with any and everybody, unlike blogs that have largely drawn on the creative and personal goals of individual authors. In addition, a wiki user can generally alter the original content of any article, whereas blog users can only add information in the form of comments. So, Wikipedia has become one of the 10 most popular web destinations with 217 million visitors a month. And being a large wiki, they can protect the quality and accuracy of their information by assigning the users roles, such as leaders, editor, administrator, patroller, policymaker, subject matter expert, content maintainer, software developer, and also system operator. And access to some important or sensitive material is limited to users in these authorized roles. The network effect describes how product in a network increase in value to users as the number of users increases. So the more users and content manager on a wiki, the greater the network effect. And of course, wikis internal to firm can be a vital tool for collecting and disseminating knowledge. It can be used throughout an organization, across geographic distances, and between functional business areas. Next, please. Okay. Last one is Mashup. So again, Mashup is a website or web application that uses content so that we can create completely new product or service. The web version of a Mashup allows users to mix map data, photos, video, news, feeds, blog entries, and so on to create content with a new purpose. And it is typically sourced from an application programming interface or API, which is a set of routines, protocols, and tools for building software application. And many people experimenting with mashups are using Microsoft, Google, eBay, Amazon, Flickr, and Yahoo APIs. And they are considered as WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get tools. So they provide a visual interface to build a mashup, often allowing the users to drag and drop data points into a web application. For example, an Ensign is a magazine published only in electronic form of a computer network. However, Flipboard, which is a social network aggregation, is also a magazine format application software for multiple devices that collects contents from social media and other websites, and then presents it in a magazine format and allows users to flip through the content.
So the next one is the challenges of business. As of before, we have described the advantages of open source software, user contributed systems, and many more. So these are the challenges: technology dependence, information vandalism, violations of copyright, and plagiarism. These three cautions can be attributed to challenges in an open source software, user contributed system, and collaboration systems. So first one is technology dependence. As the world gets more connected, more and more people will rely on technology. So problems will arises when something goes wrong, right? Like the Zoom meeting, this meeting goes down, and because of an outage, that is going to cause problems for all of us. Many important institutions are also have been connected to this technology, and outages and many more problems could causes problems in everyday activity. And the next one is information vandalism. As Wikipedia and many more websites are open source and can be edited by anyone, information vandalism will remains a great challenge for information in the internet. There sometimes can be like fake news in someone who writes it in Wikipedia, and sources are not that good. Yeah, and there are the next is violations of copyright and plagiarism. As the internet's become more open and info becomes more open, people are free to upload their things, and sometimes they copy other people creation, and plagiarism is also an issue, maybe in the academic world too, and also in the business world.
Okay, last but not least, we have the last chapter, which is Web 3.0, defining the next generation of online business opportunities. Next slide, please. Okay, so first thing, what is Web 3.0? Web 3.0 is based on intelligent web application using natural language processing, machine-based learning and reasoning, and intelligent application. And Web 3.0 offers a way for people to describe information in ways that enable computers to understand the relationship among concepts and topics. This is a bit complicated, but for simply, it's basically artificial intelligence. The example of Web 3.0, which is very close to us, is Siri from Apple. For example, if we want to know what restaurant is nearest to us, Siri doesn't just type it on a web browser. Siri consult with the map application to find the nearest restaurant to you. So it doesn't just write it down in the web, but it uses other information from technology. Next slide, please. And also e-government. E-government involves the use of strategies and technologies to transform governments by improving the delivery of service and enhancing the quality of interaction between the citizen, consumer, and all branches of government. There's three examples here. There's e-lapor, which is for Indonesian people to voice their complaint to the government. There's ERK, which is to determine the performance of PNS workers, and ESDM, which is to get a website to get information about human resources. Next slide, please. So thank you. This is the end of our presentation. Hopefully it is helpful and everyone can gain new knowledge from this. That's all.